What is up? What is up? What is up, you guys? I'm here today to talk to you about Kim Kardashian's house. I hope that everybody is doing really, really well. If you're new to this channel, please go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know whenever I post a video. So this is probably old news, but I was going back and I was looking at pictures of Kim Kardashian's house like before that whole renovation that was featured in Architectural Digest or whatever. And I was just thinking, dude, I really, really, really preferred her house before. I feel like, I don't know, at least to my own tastes and styles, what was there before was so much more warm and inviting and prettier. But I wanted to get you guys' opinions on it. So, like, let's look at this together. Let's look at her old house. And, I mean, the way that this video on YouTube put it was that it was like the house before and after Kanye West. So, I don't know if they're trying to allude to the fact that, like, that redesign, that whole redecoration or whatever was like the beginning of the end of the Kardashian West relationship or marriage or whatever. I don't know. But I do think that the way that that house was decorated is very indicative of like where someone's headspace is at. So let's just look at it together. Okay, so first of all, let's hear what she said. Let's hear what Kim Kardashian had to say about her house. Which, oh, and I also want to say, I do not hate on the Kardashians. I don't really have too big of a problem with any of them. Like, for some reason, like I said, I feel like the internet really can't think of its own. And I don't know, it feels like just in the past 10 years or something, the internet has become almost more brutal. I remember when I was in high school, bullying on the internet, cyberbullying, was like the thing that everybody was talking about. It was the subject of a bunch of different Lifetime movies. It was like everything that parents were talking about. But I almost feel like it's worse now. I mean, and it's not just limited to random teenagers in No Town Nowhere, USA. It's like celebrity, everybody and anyone can be the subject of these like hate campaigns that happen online. And I really don't understand it, but I don't really have too much of a problem with the Kardashians. So let me go ahead and caveat this with saying that. Yes, they're super rich and they have, first world problems on a mega scale, but they worked their butts off for it. Like, I don't have a problem with them. Anyway, so Kim says, everything in my house is really minimal. I find there's so much chaos out in the world that when I come home, I want it to really be quiet, and I want everything to feel calming. She ends with saying, each kid can have their full style and taste in their bedroom and have so much fun, but in the main house, I really like calmness. Yeah, I mean, this calmness is like serious calmness. This calmness is like, straight jacket. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. So, she's like, let's start with the living room, because I feel like the living room is really like the heart and soul of a home. I feel like the living room and the kitchen are like those spaces where you really get to tell so much about your home to your visitors. Whereas the bedroom, I feel like, is more about your oasis for you personally, because not as many people are going to be going into your bedroom. So I feel like your bedroom should really be like what is for you. Now, I love this living room, the one before. I love it because it's got a perfect mixture of minimalism, but also cozy and homey and warm and inviting. And I don't know, I mean, this living room to me tells me more about Kim's personality. And it's elegant, but it's also refined. It's a little bit edgy, like the sort of contrast of the beiges, whites, blacks, and then the wood in the ceiling Like that right there, I feel like says more to me than the new one. So if you go to the new living room, it's it just has a piano in it and these Dr. Seuss looking trees. It's like, as someone who has gone and gotten a very fancy, expensive art degree, I understand fully all the design choices that were made on this home. But it just doesn't look like a home where people will really want to stay. I mean, I guess it's nice that the piano's in there. At least we got a little element of creativity through the music that can be created. Now, on the dining room, I think the dining room is beautiful. I think that the white chairs would be horrendous with kids. Horrendous. I mean, the new ones that they have, I don't really see how they could be so much better. I mean, but again, a lot of this is really for show. I think that they do live here full time, but I would get the idea that there are some rooms that really are just more for show. And those white chairs, it's just like, does not seem like a good idea to me. I mean, if it were me, I would probably do everything exactly the same, but the chairs would probably be blue or something like that, just to add like a little bit of life into it. And I would do the same thing on the walls. I would keep the walls this nice, beautiful white or like gray or beige or whatever it is, but I would add some pieces into it that add some accent colors. Now, if you move on and you take a look at the kitchen, the dining area in the kitchen. Holy, I mean, first of all, I'm not even going to comment on the weird, like, broken bones mannequin, pushpin mannequin in the background there. The whole thing just reads creepy to me. It just reads asylum to me. Like, even with my fancy art degree and knowing that this is some fancy design, I know it. I know it. But to actually live in this house, like, I just picture myself going down to the kitchen at 2 o'clock in the morning to get some milk and cookies. I would be so scared to walk through this house. I would be scared that Casper the ghost is gonna, like, pop out and eat me. I guess the beige is warmer than the white. I guess that would be probably one of the only positives I would say. As far as the closet, like, the closet before is perfectly fine, perfectly beautiful, perfectly luxurious and refined. I think this is the one part of the house that I could say improved for the better. It does look good there with all the handbags and shoes out. As far as dust, you know, maybe they got people to dust weekly there, but that seems like that could be a catastrophe with dust kind of accumulating. But, and I don't know where the clothes are, you know, like, it looked like there were like cabinets or closet spaces, like windowed closet spaces in the old closet for things to hang up. So I don't know if that's just a portion of the closet or what, but, you know, I thought that was a good update. Now the hallway. I love this gothic hallway. I love it. I love the light fixtures with those sort of slim iron bars. Kind of gives you the feel of like monastery. And I think she actually had made that comment for the original design. She was like, she really wanted it to feel like monastery style. And it feels like a beautiful, stately home in Greece. I mean, it could be in Greece. It could be in Spain, it could be in France, it could be in California, it could be in Tuscany. It's just so beautiful. And I feel like the use of white and black and grays and stuff with the warm lights just tinkered throughout there. I think that that's absolutely gorgeous. Like, I would totally decorate my home that way. And then you go to the new one again. I picture myself, like, if I was one of Kim Kardashian's kids, like, walking down the hallway, even at, like, 9 o'clock at night, I feel like I would need an adult escort. It's like, yes, maybe for architectural design this is wonderful, but it gives me anxiety just looking at it. It's just me, guys. I literally get anxiety. Um, the bathroom beforehand is beautiful. I think the bathroom beforehand is beautiful. I love the marble floors. I love that big bathtub and the sort of rustic white countertops for the sinks and stuff. I think it's beautiful. The chandelier is gorgeous. I mean, I think that the Kardashians have enough money to put something in, rip it out, come back 2 years later, change it, do it up, customize it. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal for them, but I do think that at some point they're probably going to change this again. The bathroom. Now, the updated bathroom, still a little scary to me. Like, I feel like I'm gonna go into that bathroom and somebody's gonna have on a mask and they're gonna be holding like a dead baby deer's head severed with blood dripping, and it looks like a wonderful place for an office, you know, like an office space or a museum or a library. A warm and inviting home, don't know about that. The bedroom, again, the bedroom, perfectly fine before. I love the blue and grayish sort of pilted, how do you call it? Is it pilted or quilted? Filted? I love the headboard. I love the cushion on the headboard and the footboard or whatever, the bed. I love the dark wood, the wooden floors that adds a little bit of extra oomph to the beige and the white and the walls. I love the little, textiles in here. Like this right here again says modern and minimalism mixed up with some coziness, some down home comfort, stuff that's just, it feels like a home. The new bedroom. Now, beautiful family accentuating this new bedroom. Beautiful family. The decoration itself, it gives me anxiety. I mean, who wants to sleep in something that looks like an asylum? I don't think this, I feel like, final thoughts. I feel like we live in such a overly stimulated world these days. And Kim Kardashian is probably more overly stimulated than the general public because her life revolves around an image, it revolves around social media, it revolves around press releases and brand and marketing, and I get it. I think that she probably has anxiety on the 10th level of what the average person does, because you probably are getting, really, really nasty, menacing sort of messages and comments. But I think this move was probably not the best move. Like, I really feel like in a few years, we're going to see a lot of Kim's old style come back. I honestly even look at some of the old seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and so much of her style has changed. And I don't know if that was 100% for her. Hopefully it was for her, and I really pray that it was. But I think that being in a warm, cozy environment, it helps anxiety. Ripping out all the walls and painting everything white and beige and, making it so generic and plastic. I don't necessarily think that is going to eliminate anxiety. I think it's going to crank it up. But I would love to know what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments. And if you have not already, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know whenever I post a video. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye guys. Bye.